I don't want to name drop, company or any people. You try out the brokerage side of life insurance. What was that like for people that don't know? I'm just curious.
So yeah, I was planning to talk about that, but the brokerage side is more so of same type of way of you just show up and make the dials.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like what kind of mentally drained me.
Yeah.
Doing it every day, like trying to, it's like, cool, you still have the sales training, you still have the phones, you still have the leads, but at the same time, I felt as if there's no culture.
Let's go. Let's do a quick pod, little Adversity Kings pod, a little quick recap of my boy's life over the last year or so. So I just want to completely throw him on out there. So Blake Bretsky, everybody, one of our OGs, one of our guys, and he had a prodigal son moment, went out and explored the world. How have you been?
Living, trying to
live,
good,
trying to explore, try out some different things.
Yeah.
So you rocked insurance with us for
10, 11 months.
like almost a year.
Yeah.
Got an opportunity, went and tried that out, had some good connections. I think, was that solar related?
So we were door knocking solar and roofs.
And how hard was that?
It was definitely like eye-opening.
Yes.
To say like how easy we had it here.
Yes.
But at the same time, it taught me a lot on how to open up more like face-to-face with
Yes.
people. And taught me like a true aspect of like the adversity of sales.
And a lead is a lead.
Yeah, and like how to value a lead.
Yes.
That's like the
Now,
importance.
I heard, and I haven't done, really good studying in regard to the solar market, but I heard, solar market took a big hit just in regard to the market in itself. I thought there was something with the actual product. There was some type of individual piece or something. There was some type of lawsuit or some faulty piece in the solar equipment that was causing the actual solar industry to kind of take a hit, especially as a sales rep.
Yeah, so that was like, I found that out like when I got out there. That was like a couple months before, but it was a certain solar panel that majority of companies were selling, but not all.
Yeah.
But then that was a big thing too. But it was just like, I kind of shot myself in the foot going out there in the first place, in all honesty, because it's like you get out there and you realize, okay, I would be in a neighborhood and then there's 7 other companies in the same neighborhood knocking the same doors.
Yeah, the competitors, it's insane.
So it's like, think of it as like a lead. You call a lead, then someone else already talked to that guy or
Yeah.
girl. But except someone else already talked to this person 10 minutes before I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which
1,000%.
It was just, the competition was there too.
Solar's insane, and then you're in probably, I would call it, the college town of the world. There's no better place to go, I would say, for parties, and I didn't even party there, just in the daytime. I stayed at the W
In Scottsdale, Old Town.
in Scottsdale, and dude, I mean, like, it was like an NFL type of vibe, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't let me into the pool deck without having proper attire on. I was trying, because I just, you know what I mean, I'm just a young average dude. I'm just trying to go up there in my basketball shorts and get in the pool.
That's what I'm saying.
No. You have to go downstairs, buy board shorts.
Yeah.
Not even know, like, I spent $300 just in their shop or whatever, and sent my ex to the spa or whatever, and I spent $1,000 just in a matter of an hour just getting to their pool and everything, and just the people, dude, were just like, the females were beautiful. The dudes looked like they were in the NFL, and I'm just like, bro, like, everyone there looked like Odell Beckham or looked like, Kylie Jenner, and I was like, it is a next level. And I hear it's a lot of like parent money for the kids out there. Like, there's not a lot of kids, like truly authentically like generating a lot of money, but like the parents just set them out there and they just got an endless bankroll, hundreds of thousands of dollars just ready to go.
It was cool being there. I mean, I didn't spend much time. I would say I was in Old Town like once a week.
Yes.
But like, you couldn't go into the clubs or you couldn't go into the bars because like you truly had to be 21. Like,
yeah,
all like the fake IDs and stuff, like none of that works down there.
Yeah.
They're strict because of how much money is truly there. And it's like, it's not like Chicago or like even Indiana where I'm from, where it's like the small rinky-dink like bars and clubs. You know what I'm saying? It's like truly next level, but at the same time, it's like a casual day. You're seeing the Lamborghinis, you're seeing the Ferraris, and it's like, I would look, because like you could tell if it's like the plates are rented or not.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I didn't see like rented plates, I would have no problem. If I see that dude walk out of LA, I'm chasing his ass in the lobby. Yo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just moved here. What do you do for work?
Yeah.
Like, trying to build my networks. And I did meet a few cool dudes.
Some dogs.
And even girls that were pulling up in like Lambos and R8s and G-Wagons. Like, I would ask them, and all of them like had the same typical answer, especially being down there.
Yeah.
Like they were all in some sort of sales.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like there's one dude who owned, I never forget, him, his wife, and his kid all pulled up. And like Matt, his wife was in a black on black G-Wagon. He was in a black on black Gallardo.
Okay.
Some type of, and his kid was in a black on black R8.
Wow.
All pulled up together to the W, probably where you were saying.
Yeah.
You know how you come in, you have that big circle in the lobby?
Underneath, yeah.
Yeah. They all pulled in, all got out, and I straight up asked him, he's like, so he was in medical device sales.
Yep.
For, I think he said 19 years. Started his own company through that. Then he started a few other companies doing a similar thing, but it's like more so like medicine.
Okay.
And like that.
Yeah, like pharmaceutical sales, something like that. Dope. So you bounce around from the solar, then you try to transition, I think back. I think we were in talks a little bit, but we were just trying to stay, on good terms, which we did. I think we stayed on great terms, myself with you. And then I don't want to name drop, company or any people. You try out the brokerage side of life insurance. What was that like for people that don't know? I'm just curious.
So yeah, I was planning to talk about that, but the brokerage side is more so of same type of way of you just show up and make the dials.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like what kind of mentally drained me.
Yeah.
Doing it every day, like trying to is like cool. You still have the sales training, you still have the phones, you still have the leads, but at the same time, I felt as if there's no culture.
Yeah.
In that sense, where it's like you come in, I would come in here every day. Yeah, it sucked waking up and coming into the office at 8 a.m. But
doing
at the
the
same
work,
time,
the monotony, it's all the same.
Right. But at the same time, it's like we have the music jumping. The next thing you know, you hop up there, people are hyping each other up. Everyone's pumped up to rip the phones. Like I didn't feel as if like I didn't feel that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I kind of took in my head where it's like, okay, like I was already thinking, like, what's my next step?
Yeah.
What's my next move? And it's like, I always had that deep down feeling of like, I'm going to end up back here. But at the same time, it was more so of, okay, I just wanted to test the waters.
You got to see what else is out there.
I can say I did it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I always tell myself, like, you never want to get involved in a relationship with somebody that still has curiosity in the tank.
Right.
Where they still want to go see, like, imagine, you wife up a girl and she still wants to go see what else is out there. Like, if you're going to get into a relationship with me, make sure you already know what you don't want, what you do want, because, like, the buck stops here.
Right.
And vice versa. Like, I'm not going to get into a relationship with a girl and not be fully committed, and, like, she wouldn't have to worry. And I think that translates into business as well, where it's like, I think just that, how old are you now, 22?
20.
20. You're 20 years old. So it's like, you might even still have some curiosity inside of you, but I know 100%, I think you've had some familiarity now with different industries, different sectors of the insurance industry, from now being able to compare to a brokerage, to a captive organization, and you see the differences of you can make money in either. You just have to figure out what it is you like. And I think the biggest thing that what I hear people don't like is they don't like the buying of the leads when they're similar in quality, if not, I don't know, what would you say quality-wise? Like, similar?
It's similar in the sense, they both know we're calling about insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To an extent, yeah. So it's like to an extent. Like some people know, some people don't know. Right. But at the end of the day, you're an insurance sales rep, so you got to figure out how to sell the product. Right. And, a lead is a lead. A lead is a human being. And I think the biggest thing I also hear is, like, you can't replace policies within a captive organization. In a brokerage, everyone can replace everybody's policies.
The minute it falls off.
Yeah. So, and you could call in and just tell them, like, hey, cancel this and work with me. You know what I mean? And just overstep on your buddies. Is that true?
Yeah. You mean truly it's like you shop around.
Yeah.
So you just do the shopping for them. So, like, you're paying $70 with one carrier.
Yeah.
Cool. I take 10% less commission, but at the same time, it's $10 cheaper at this carrier.
Yeah.
Now you're in my book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 1,000%. Now, my next question is, I hear with the brokerages, and we experience it a little bit, and people just, you have competitors. Why do you think the brokerages try to recruit from other insurance companies opposed to just recruiting and developing organically from the ground up? Finding someone that's never been in insurance, build them up from the ground up,
it saves them time.
Just saving time?
My understanding, it's like, okay, you already have a license, you already have been on the phones, you're already trained and developed.
Yeah.
Cool. Instead of you being at 75% commission, I'll put you at 100.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, and just hit people with that.
Yeah.
Now, money-wise, who's really making money? Is it just the top dog? Like when you recruit people, can you make money at recruiting people in brokerage?
It's just, you just get an override. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's just an override.
So it's like I'm at 85%. I bring you in at 75%.
But I thought if you bring everyone in at 100%,
there's no
override.
No.
So you'd have to bring them in at a lower percent.
You have to have that separation.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's like.
So you really can't bring them in at 100% then.
No. So it's like I come in at, let's say 90. I can't put you at 90.
Yeah.
I could. You just be in my pipeline.
So you can decide what someone gets put at through the brokerage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never knew that. They just tell everybody you're 100,000% contract. No. So probably after a bunch of recruiting, it's almost like pyramided where people are at like a 50-60%.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants an override.
Right.
That makes sense. I think the only way I'd ever do a brokerage is if I owned it myself. Because the only person I've ever heard of making I look at Patrick Bet-David. You know what I mean? I don't really hear, obviously, other individuals made a lot of money, but like when you talk about wealth, I just think of him. You know what I mean? They got wealthy and he owned the brokerage. Then you look at captive and it's like I could list, 100 people that make $1 million, just through, our captive company,
right?
A year. So, but I think where people get stuck is like they think like all you can do is make $1 million, and just generating it through one pursuit, and that's how you make your money. You know what I mean? Like get some money rolling through insurance, and then start investing into real estate. Start investing into private equity, into building other businesses, into different ventures, venture capitalism, media. You know what I mean? Like imagine if you blow up a media brand for yourself, parallel that with insurance, and now you've got 1 million followers on, media. You can market that, you can monetize that, sell ad space. It's like you're making tens of millions of dollars opposed to just $1 million through insurance. So I think limitations just in the mind. But I was curious in regard to like, what are the pros and cons of, a brokerage versus captive? So brokerage, you're buying leads. Captive, you're typically not. And then brokerage, you're pitched on a 100% contract, but if you're getting any leadership bonus, you're not going in on a 100% contract. You're replacing each other's policies. That's not happening in a captive. Leadership in a captive, I mean, you're on average, you're going to get a 15 to 20% override bonus, and that's pretty set all the way into ownership. So the only discrimination there is just the person. Whoever generates the most results through their business, through their team, their organization is going to make the most money. I'm trying to think what else is big. I think both can make virtual sales.
Yeah.
Right? You can make virtual sales in both. Culture, I would say, depends on the person.
I wouldn't even say, that was just the biggest thing for me.
Like, culture.
Day one, I knew
the culture
I'm already
is but
thinking in my head.
Yeah, culture is but. So culture is the biggest thing, but culture isn't set by company. Culture is set by people. Right. You know what I mean? So people don't leave bad companies, and I think I'd end with that is whether you're in life insurance and you're in a brokerage or a captive organization, or you sell chessboards or you sell solar. Like, listen, you can get rich anywhere. The biggest thing is stay focused for 10 years. Stay locked in for 10 years. Stay dedicated and pursue generally that one rabbit. Chase that one thing for 10 years and you're going to get rich. There's going to be highs and lows, but you're going to get rich if you focus on that one thing for a decade plus. And you'll be 30 years old and start to really be able to diversify your time and your assets in other places. So I'd say that's the biggest thing, because I have no hate or animosity towards people, and I think people think I do, but like I would love for people that perceive me as competitor or we're in the same market to just like reach out and let's collaborate, because I really don't look at a lot of these people that probably look at me as a competitor. And that's not ego. It's just truly like I'm trying to compete with like Elon Musk and like Jeff Bezos, and like I'd rather collaborate and share ideas and see like what things are working for you guys over in a brokerage. Feel free to reach out and vice versa, and maybe we can help one another. And then if you're in sales in general and you have to door knock, you're in solar and you don't like door knocking, reach out, hit us up. You know what I mean? I'd love to share ideas, share tips, share resources if we can help you out, whatever we can do, So that's kind of my thought. Part-time, full-time, wherever you're at in life, I think you should be in sales. There's no better way to scale your income in your life than to put yourself in a position where you're getting compensated for your mouthpiece. You already talk all day and tell people what to do or what not to do. You're already trying to persuade people to invest into you in some way, shape, or form. You might as well get paid for it. So is there anything else you want to share? Anything else gone on in your life? How's the family doing?
Same old, busy.
Pops is good?
Busy. He's always good.
Yeah?
He's always good. He's got some big things coming up. But that'll be exciting. Once he gets that, I'll post it up and stuff.
And where can people invest into his business if they want to go and, do any type of business with him? Where can they find?
Couldn't even answer that.
Couldn't answer it? Okay. All right. Well, if you need something from Blake's dad, hit up Blake. I can't think of anything else. Anything else you want to touch on?
I think that's it.
Let's go. Round 2 with Blake. Let's check back in 6 months or a year, see how it goes. So, peace out. Let's go.